All right, so we're here at the laundromat. We'll go see how much money our vending machines, as well as the washers and dryers, made. Uh, we streamed last week here live, so we're going to see how much money we made between then and now. My maintenance guys did come in and they notified me that they've changed the money out a little bit, but I checked one washer and it had like 200 bucks in there. Just one machine had 200 bucks. So, generally speaking, my hope or expectation is we've had a really great week. My car washes, we have had the best week in the past 2 months. So we had some really good days in June. For the laundromat as a whole, I think we did about 4 grand in June. So I'm hoping that maybe we are 6,700. What business am I thinking of? So we did really good in June. I'm hoping that we can exceed that here in August. July was not as spectacular. So, if you have any questions, laundromat, business, money, or otherwise, Dean should be popping on the chat soon. So, here is the money from the Coke machine. Once again, I bought this back in April 2019, 600 bucks. So, oh, don't want to forget that quarter either. Yeah. I know I had a lot of questions on the last stream whether I look for silver or rare coins. I can listen to it. Zinc has a very distinct sound to it. Silver has an even more distinct sound to it. So it sounds very odd if you get silver. So I've locked up this machine. Good morning from Gibraltar. Very cool. So guys, do me a favor and let me know where you're checking in from. I'm always interested in where everybody's watching the stream from, and we already have somebody from Europe. So that's cool. So we'll go check our snack machine. Once again, this is about a week. I think it was out here last Tuesday or Wednesday. Honestly, that extent I can't remember. Look here, you can see where we're at. It's a busy day here at the laundromat. We've got 4 separate people or groups doing laundry, so we'll try and keep them off camera. Utah, Scotland. Oh, Scotland. Very cool. Let's not fumble with the keys too much. I did get rid of most of the keys on my keyring, so. Northern Ohio, very nice. Colorado, Indiana, very good. So, do me a favor, whenever you guys have the chance, be sure to like the video. If you're on TikTok, like it a whole bunch. If you're on YouTube, just click it once for me. And do consider sharing with your friends and family. Because as it stands now, that is the big thing. So not too bad. This is the bill acceptor. This is an MEI. These are about 50 bucks. They're gosh darn near universal along with that bill acceptor. We just had to buy a boatload of these for the car wash. I've still, knock on wood, I've not had to replace one of these at the laundromat yet, but we've done 6, I think, at the car wash. And I just replaced a couple more. The guy that actually rebuilds them, the biggest rebuilder in the U.S., is looking at selling his company. So if you want to run the company that remanufactures those, let me know. Ooh, there is a error with the bill acceptor. That's not good. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a red light down there, and that is not supposed to be blinking right now. So we got a problem. I have broke it. Let's see. This is the reset button. Maybe that's the reset button. All right. Let's see. I really don't want to spend this live video working on this machine. But that is a general outage light on there. We're going to close it. Oh, just had a tide drop off. Or close it and see if it's a door open error. Because I really don't want if that bill acceptor is broken, I'll lose 20, 30 bucks a week on it. Let's see. Because if that light shut down, oh, we might have fixed it. Oh, fixed it. Nice. Yeah, we didn't have to plug it back in. Unplug it and plug it back in. So it must have been maybe a door switch error. For better or worse, I do not check these machines that often for errors because they're just so dang reliable. It's not like my car wash where everything goes down pretty often. we had the hopper with Circleville breakdown. Still waiting for the Ben Mala collab. Yeah, what's happened? Hey, Trevor Beck is checking in from Lancaster, Ohio. Phil is checking in from Chattanooga. So what we're going to do here is we are going to go through and where did I put those other ones, guys? Did I do something so stupid? I think it did. I've either misplaced the ones and left them inside the vending machine. That's what we did last stream, about a week. Let me know in the comment section if you can remember where I put the money. All right. Do I own the laundromat? Yes, I own the laundromat and I own the real estate. So I don't rent the facility. I own it. I own apartments upstairs and I rent those too. So let's see if that is the stupid thing I did. Did you ever end up buying here in Lancaster? No. We thought we were getting 2 laundromats in Lancaster and the deal fell through. We were told to make a backup offer. We made a backup offer. Guy said, I'll take it, so on and so forth. We were waiting on tax documentation so we could get our SBA loan. He never sent it. I said, oh, I sold it to another guy. It's like, oh, great. You know, we were calling banks and we were getting my financial paperwork together and that failed. Let's see if we have a bunch of money in here. We do. We do. Here's proof, living proof, guys. You don't have to be that smart to make money in vending or a laundromat because you're allowed to forget the money in the machine every so often while you stream. But I say it. Streaming drops my IQ significantly. Lancaster, Ohio, not Pennsylvania. I've been to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I really liked it. So, which ones? I'm not going to say. But it's 2 laundromats in Lancaster I was looking to find. And it's just a situation where the owner wanted to sell them to us, then he didn't, then he did, then he didn't. And we had the deal all ready to go. And nothing happened. Hey, Chris Linscraft. I also found out that potentially the one laundromat I was going after in Circleville has sold and it's going to be bulldozed. So now I'm really looking at putting in a laundromat in Circleville as a new build, starting from the ground up and doing it. All right. So guys, do me a favor. If you're on TikTok, give me a crap ton of likes. If you're on YouTube, share with your friends. What did we do in bills on the vending machine? Now, give me a guess on bills and then give me a guess on the quarters. We're going to do that here in 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Whoever gets it can get a prize. Can you become a millionaire for these kinds of investments? Well, if you're on, that's a YouTube comment. Go back and watch my video with Mark Vlaskamp. He's got 2 laundromats, or he had 2 laundromats at the time of the video. He's got more now. They're doing $5 million a year. So if you're making $5 million a year, I kind of think you're a millionaire. So you guys got your guesses in: 68, 54, 89. This is just bills. Oh, wow. Sheldor the Conqueror was off by $1. So, there. I sent you $1. There. All right, so give me your guesses for the coin count. How dumb am I going to be today? This is a drywall bucket that I have. Oh, this is the one where I had the camera in it on the video 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they stole the cameras. It was on the job site, and someone broke into the job site. We were filming GoPro time lapse of, what's it take to fix an apartment complex, and they stole my cameras. Not the workers. Someone broke into the apartment, or the apartment that was being finished. So, all right, give me a guess. Hi, it's the guy who got your wife to beg you to open a laundromat. Did you open up a laundromat, though? No mercy. All right, let's go through here. I probably should put some more money in it. Those quarters I found on the floor earlier. I also went there and gave my customers some free money before we started filming because they would just come and buy to drop it off. There we go. It's a one poor day. So, all right, let's see what we did. if you guessed 379, you're wrong because we have a little. But that's okay. We're on ad today. I hit the magic button. All right, cool. 637 total for vending. So if somebody could do me a huge favor and tell me what the math is on that, because I do have my paper over there. Would I ever start up an arcade? Absolutely. But it would need to be in a facility that I own where I'm not paying rent. I've talked to quite a few arcade people, and they have not done very well. So 159.25. Okay. 159.25. Okay. So 159.25 plus $69 is going to be. Let me see if I can figure this out in my head. It's terrible. 70 plus 130. 228 ish. Here's your one to open a laundromat maybe one day when you retire. Yeah. You can do it, Mike's Roadside Attractions. 220, yeah, 228.25. Okay. So 228.95. Last stream we did it separate. So we're just going to do that. So we are down a little bit from last week. So let's go through and see what the washers are. Wow, I lost a ton of people on YouTube. It's at 300. But I've got a lot of people on TikTok. So how much is our laundromat? I'd like to see you save up 20 grand in general. Can you do it for a heck of a lot less? Absolutely. But anymore, I encourage people to save up some money for them. You can do it truly with no money out of pocket. But the issue is if you have no money nor any access to money, my question is going to be, how are you going to handle payroll and all the expenses? Now, if you can get a loan or investment money, it's not too bad. So we're all to great service. Way better than that. More for a laundromat in New York? Not really, because I'm going to, my recommendation would be get as much leverage as you can. And there's a lot of ways to get 100% financing on a laundromat. I just want to see you have some reserves. We've got a couple people I've helped to get laundromats in the Newark, New Jersey area. And, it can be pretty expensive. But you can also get 100% financing. There was a laundromat I ran into in Manhattan that was doing over $3 million a year, and it was the same size as this one. These are great. Do you ever come out or even or make a daily profit? You'd have to explain daily profit. I pay $750 on my mortgage, $1,650 on my equipment loan, about $400 on electric and water each. About probably down to $400 on gas bills. My gas price in Ohio is going up a ton. So, a lot of laundromats here in LA using cards only because of thieves. Yes, a lot of laundromats and a lot of businesses are going to credit cards only because of the number of people that steal, both vandals and employees. And it's much harder to steal from most. Yeah, if you want to use the bathroom, it's free to go. It's open. Should be somewhat clean. Hopefully, the girls did a good job. Is that including machines you're buying previous owned? Most laundromats will come with some machines. Really good laundromats have good machines in them. Crappy laundromats have bad machines in them, and it's just really what you get. Do I ever go through the course to find silver? Yes and no. When I pour these quarters out, I can hear them. And if there's silver in there, I can hear them. What's your monthly net? This one's empty. This is the one I got quarters from the customer. My NOI is probably in the $4,500 a month range. We'll see what it is this month. I'm hoping to do 7 gross. So my utility expenses run approximately $1,200 a month, just on the laundromat. We have apartments upstairs. So I do pay for my tenants' water upstairs. I'm charging $13.50 a month for the apartments upstairs, not each, but total. So there's 2 apartments upstairs on an average of what, $650-ish a month. $20,000 water bill. No, my water bill is $400 a month. Am I hiring? Not for this company, but if you want to work a trade job in the state of Illinois, hit me up with a DM. I can hook you up. I've got a firm I acquired in Illinois that's hiring for different positions. You know, you have no background in the trades, and when you get training, I'll send you to a union in Illinois, and they'll start you off making pretty freaking good money. But I am not currently hiring for them. Using solar, just for the tax write-offs. I'm in Ohio, so there's most of the benefit of solar is going to be the tax credits, as opposed to any good deals in Columbus on laundromats. I wouldn't say there's good deals. You've got to be able to run the finance game and renovation game to figure it out. Every laundromat right now is going to require a lot of work, and you can do super well in a laundromat, far better than I'm doing here. But it's just going to be your understanding of running the numbers and figuring out what value can you add to building a laundromat, or building the business. How are you acquiring customers, so on and so forth. What part of Ohio? I'm in right outside Columbus, 30 miles south, 23 miles south. Excuse me. Is it profitable in Indianapolis? Sure. We need approximately 1 laundromat per 10,000 people. So laundromat, can you meet some corners privately? Yeah, sure. If you have a question, send me a DM. I'll do my best to help you out however I can. How big of a loan do you need to buy a laundromat your size? So this one was 125, and I loaned 100% of the money. This is much better than last week. Man, I got a ton more orders. The bucket was like a third full last time. So, all right. What's my average monthly? Did I answer that? My NOI is probably in the 3,500 to 4,500 range. There's a penny in it? I don't think so. We can look. I think it was something like this, where it gets copper washed. It's like anodized or whatever. Now, having said that, this will spit it out. My Dexter machines reject non-quarters. I guess all my machines reject non-quarters. Okay, so I'll let it spit out that way. I'm going to use my changer machine to hold this, because it's actually pretty heavy right now. Different starts stretch. I bought it from someone. I bought it from the old owner who closed it down. He just can't do it anymore. What was my first business? I had an online and physical paintball store back in the early 2000s. I have said more than once, if I had known how to do basic accounting, I probably would have been a millionaire around 18 years old. But I didn't know how accounting worked at all. So the things that I was doing that were making a little bit of money, I was doing a lot of them. And the things I was doing that were printing cash, I wasn't spending much time on. So it was a situation where I didn't know where my money was coming and going. And that's a huge issue with a lot of businesses. People do things in business that feel good, but it doesn't make enough money. And they do things that make money, and it doesn't feel good, or they're misallocating their resources. And that's what it is. Man, my YouTube numbers all over the place. We were at 300, and now I'm at 170. You managed to save 20K a year. How you invest if you're in position? I would do VTI, VOO on just dollar cost averaging large stocks, or VTI, VOO are large stocks. Large broad market ETFs, and then I would take a look at it and then maybe start a business or buy real estate. So All right, let me adjust my cameras just a little bit. Okay, I think we're good there. All right, now we're doing only the washers. Last time we did a skimpy 154.75. So you guys let me know what we're going to be at today. Give me your guesses, and if you're on TikTok, hit that like button a whole bunch. All right, cool. 1,214 quarters. So if that's what you guessed, you're wrong because we still have more to go. I have a question about what I do business outside the United States. So we actually are shooting content right now on a hybrid charitable project slash business. It'll make sense when the video comes out in Kenya. And because you guys follow and watch my content, you're all kind of a part of it. We help build, it's a for-profit water treatment plant and water facility in northern Kenya. And it's going to make a little bit of money, like not from the investment standpoint, but it's to pay out the community and those that are local. So it is a for-profit venture. I'm not going to make any money off of it. But you guys are going to get a shout out and involvement in it by watching my content, liking, subscribing, doing that whole thing, because through my social media business, we've been able to build this water facility. It's like 40 miles north of Mount Kilimanjaro in a village that has no water. So we're bringing water to the community through your guys' help. So big shout out for you guys. So we're going to continue on. So I see a couple questions. This is almost from a week worth of washer income only. I see a question on YouTube about asking, reaching out to Jaime Ibanez. He released a video a couple months ago. I don't know if he deleted it or what, but he released a video a couple months ago. I talk to him pretty often. He's doing super good. It's just that he's got business outside of YouTube that takes up a bunch of time and makes him a bunch of money, so he just hasn't been releasing content. He and his fiance slash wife are doing well. Hey, Dave. How's it going?
I put it all in the drip seat for you.
Awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome, buddy.
I hope he's not right. Okay. See you, Dave. Anyway, disregard that. All right. All right. Anybody have their final guess before I reveal the total? And please get on the comments so you can let me know how many we got. All right. That's the total, 3,420 quarters. Washers only in the past almost week. So you guys are going to have to do the math for me, because for better or worse, anytime I do like estimate, it shuts down the stream, regardless of what platform I'm on. So, yeah, you were close. Who's our winner, guys? I'll try and send you some money. Anybody let me know who won the total? And consider start getting in your amounts for the dryers, because we still got to do those. All right. Did TikTok or YouTube win? For reference, I've got this gigantic contraption with 2 phones on it. Who won? Was it YouTube or was it TikTok? All right, I see the people on TikTok say they won, so here you go. All right, and if it works right, guys, money just fell out of your phone into your lap, and you're kind of extra concerned right now how I made that work. Off by $1 again. I'm sorry, Cheldor the Conqueror. All right. Oh, we need to put that. I'm gonna leave the door open. Yeah, should I? Frozen. All right. I didn't forget to do the dryers. I intentionally did. Oh, shoot. What was the total? We need to write this on the total. Was it 855? 855. Okay. 855. And don't make fun of me. I know I write like a child. It's pretty bad. My 9-year-old son writes better than I do. But it's what it is. Okay. So give me some likes if you're on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, consider sharing my content. Like, subscribe if you already have not. It does help. And I can do more of these big charitable projects like I mentioned we're doing in Kenya right now. I'm just waiting on the footage because I did not go to Kenya to build a company. Somebody else did. I don't think that's fine. All right. I don't want to kick the bucket around. What's the sign on the dryer? It says it's out of order. I think our thermocouple's bad in it. Excuse me. Shane has went back and fixed it. And what happens is, it says out of order. What happens is it works for a couple days and then it's somebody's quarter, so we just put an out of order sign on it. What's the process for the water facility? So it's in the area of Mount Kilimanjaro in northern or southern Kenya. Kilimanjaro, I think, is in Tanzania. So there's this little village out in the middle of nowhere that has, well, it's not little, I mean, it's not little compared to where I live in Ohio. And yeah, in Ohio. Probably it's a similar size to where I live in Ohio. They don't have electric or water, and a lot of the people are dying from waterborne diseases. So I partnered with this organization called Foothold International, and they build these, excuse me, it's not that they're not nonprofit businesses, but they're more like, let's say, co-ops, in the sense that they get investment money from people or donations. They build a business, and everybody that works in the business gets a percentage of the profit. So it's like a co-op, but it's also not a nonprofit either, because everybody that works in the business kind of like gets a share of the profit. So they sell water. They're going to be selling water in this area of Mount Kilimanjaro for like a penny a gallon or something along those lines. So the water facility doesn't have to rely on American donations, and the people that run the facility also don't have to volunteer their time. So it's going to be a really interesting video, I think. And long story short, we used money from some projects that I've recently participated in to fund the construction of this facility. They have to build, if my understanding is right, they have to build this armored door. They have to build it in such a way that it's very well protected, because you can deal with thieves and stuff. I don't know if I can talk about like how much detail I get into, but it's beyond just thieves stealing water. Because it's one of the things. If you need water, they'll give you water. But there's people out there that will almost use water and food as a weapon against others. It's very, very awful and evil. So they had to build this armored facility to prevent damage and theft and other things like that. So it'll be an interesting thing. I've always dreamed of doing business type projects to help people outside the United States, and this is the first opportunity that I met a guy that was an investor / pastor back in the day, and he's like, "Oh, I want to go to Africa and help people." And he's there for 2 weeks and started getting into overseas grain delivery. Didn't build it into a business, but he fed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people because he knew how to do logistics. So lots of things out there that are positive to help people if you learn to start a business. So we're doing dryer money today, guys. So give me your guess. What did we do for the dryers in the past 6 to 7 days? So hopefully that explains what we're doing in Kenya. We'll see. Cold hard cash in the freezer. There's a little bit of money in there. All right, so give me your dryer guesses. Let's see what we're at. Nice. It's always a good sign when I fill up this and this with dryer money, because dryers, I need to reprice my dryers. We did finally raise the price on the drinks, and now I'm making even more money off drinks. I need to retime my dryers because we're under the old global issue pricing. My gas bill tripled, so. Oh dear. There we go. I see Dean saying, oh man, that would have been bad if that was jammed up. The problem is we're now weighted in the back, and this is what happens sometimes. It's almost balanced right now, so any more pressure on the back of it causes the whole machine to tip over. And I've had my whole change machine while doing both live and recording for a video. It falls down there and causes damage. And hey, that's a new piece of glass for our broken into coin machine. We're building armor for the machine though, so that's the next big project. How many people do I have on YouTube right now? A ton of people on TikTok right now. Thank you, TikTok people. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate that you're here, Jeremy Hodges. All right. So I have almost 2,000 people between both streams. Cool. All right, guys. So we're at 1,245 quarters. So let me know in the comments real quick where we were at, because we were only at $35 on the last collection for dryers. Now, this is not a scientific study. We haven't got all the equipment wired up, so we know exactly how much it's making every second. So you all get your guesses in. Tell me what the total is. 300, 311, 20. Cool. Very nice. Now for my favorite part of the video. Well, I guess so. Let me think what I'm doing with this bucket. Let's go get the money and count it first. We'll not throw it in there. Okay. I mean, doing the wash, dry, fold convention in Nashville? I don't think so. I need to start doing the laundromat and the car wash conventions, and I'm just so freaking busy with the company I bought in Chicago that it's just I'm in Northern Illinois / Chicago. I transit between Chicago and Rockford for 1 week a month at this point, and I'm thrilled. We're doing good numbers out there, but it's also a situation where my traveling life sucks. I really want to get out and meet more people, and I thought we were going to do a video with Roman Atwood on buying a bunch of equipment from him and taking it to a laundromat I helped someone start in Connecticut, but I don't think that's going to happen. If you want some rebuildable machines, send me a DM. Roman's trying to get rid of his so he can fill up his gigantic barn thingy with more merch. Oh, that stupid spring nut. Darn it. All right. You'd love to see me in Nashville. I'd love to see you in Nashville. Oh, I see. There's a little thing down there. It's this little bar. This needs to be going up there to protect the spring nut from falling out, but I don't think I could do that with one hand. Oh, there's a set screw in there, not like that. All right, so here's where the problem is, or the good thing. We're almost out of money, guys. All right, let's see. Do you think we're going to be doing good, guys? Rockford, Illinois, the whole Phantom Regiment. Sure. All right. That's pretty good. Dang it. Your wife is speaking with Joe Dan Reed's wife. Very cool. Yeah, Joe Dan Reed's a great guy. His wife's very nice too. I've spent more time around Joe Dan than I have his wife, but they're both very nice people. That's a good stack of money. But yeah, there's a lot of people in the laundromat industry that are just absolute world class people. Really like Joe Dan Reed. Love Williford Brothers to death. They're just absolutely awesome human beings. Lots of great people. Howdy. Wally Cope's another guy that I really like. So, both Phantoms, March 26th. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. To the top locking machine. I'm going to come back and get it because we got third quarters on it. Before we go into our business money advice conversation time. Here's spoke with Wally yesterday. Yeah, cool. I met him for the first time in San Diego. That was just the CLA event. Okay, we're doing good quarters on there. Out. Almost out. Out. So, okay. So we got probably 150, 200 bucks left in there. So we're not totally dry. So we could have gone a little bit longer. All right. Do we have a jam in here? Let's see. Before I open up the bill acceptor and it resets itself. Main program. Let's get my Atari computer. F2, F1, tamper alarm. Okay. Code 45, which I have no clue. Just tamper alarms. So that's not a big deal. Who cares about people breaking into my machines? Can you see the screen? I love this thing. I don't like the bill acceptors. These have a lot of problems, but I like standards, just the way they work. So, all right, got a lot of nickels and dimes down there. All right, so we'll check this. And I did some around packaging orders. Very cool. Oh yeah, okay. So this stuck a $5 bill in there, which should not happen. Let's see. We'll put this money in my hand. That's pretty good. So we're going to try and separate the standard changer from the Hamilton this time around by keeping a copious amount of money in my hand. Probably not smart, but whatever. I'll lock it later. Remind me, guys. It's a nice little stack of cash. We always get comments about going to cards, and at some point I do want to go to cards. It's just I prefer to use a system like Laundroworks, where I can have the employee or the customer rewards card. I've got this whole concept for a series of YouTube videos on customer rewards. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to reset this machine. I'm going to sit down. Can't sit down on that bucket. Yes, I can, but it's just going to hurt my butt. Dang it. You'd be all card like the Wilfords, but fun to play with money customers like CoinCash. Yeah, so I talked to Laundroworks at the San Diego convention or get together. They admitted to me that they can configure Laundroworks to take. Let me reset this camera up. They can configure Laundroworks to accept change, because I talked to their engineer and I said, "Hey, they were trying to talk me into Laundroworks, and I said I have to accept quarters. Could we do this? Does that change machine take quarters and give out bills?" It does not do that, but it will take dimes and nickels and turn those into. Okay, let me see if I can do this, guys, so I can actually read your comments. No, we'll lose people here. Sorry. I have to change 2 cameras. Got to reorient 2 cameras for 2 separate video services. All right. And of course, they're very foggy cameras. So let's see if I can do this. I can answer your questions and we can count money, because who doesn't want to count money? My YouTube camera's really filthy. Oh man, it just looks awful. Sorry guys, TikTok's getting the better version. So, all right, so this is my standard changer money. These are all ones. Oh, there's ones in there too. That shouldn't happen. Because my standard should sort and do the money, organize it all. So these are all ones for the standard. And gosh, you guys that have OCD, you're going to hate me on this. Try to figure out how to organize it for the camera. All right. Can you see that on both systems? Yes, you can. Cool. All right. Oh, what the heck? Do you see this, guys? This is a perfectly dyed pink $5 bill. And I mean, we've already went through validation, so it's probably not a counterfeit, but this is dumb. This is going to go on the wall with the Happy Dollar. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Happy Dollar, but we got this in the change, probably 3 or 4 streams ago. So it's kind of odd. Oh, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the stream. What the heck? All right, so I don't know why it's there. All right, so we'll organize these bills, and I'm going to try and answer questions. Change my smoke detector battery. I should. I think it's right up there. I need to just keep a stack of 9 volts with me to change. Because, I will get in trouble with the fire department if I don't change them. Have you noticed recycling older bills dated from the 50s and 60s silver certificate show? Yes. I've talked about this on lives here recently. I am seeing much older money come in, both my car wash business and my laundromat business. I've even had people, the system here does not take $2 bills. I have very recently had people show up to my car wash and use $2 bills as payment to wash their vehicle, which blows my mind. It's not that most $2 bills are worth more money, although you do have a higher percentage of getting a rare bill with twos just because oh my gosh. With $2 bills, there's a bunch of really neat stuff out there floating around in circulation, like red stamp bills. I've seen some of those. So I like to use, and that's been an odd thing that I've seen here real recently. Yeah, this is a fake $5 bill. Well, we're going to run it through the counterfeit check here in a second. Let's see. This does infrared and magnetic strip, and it does UV scanning. Yep, says we have a working $5 bill here. So that is what it is, guys. The bank would, I'm sure, send that to the Fed for disposal. So we're on add value 1. We'll start with our ones. See where we're at. Make your predictions here because we're going to check. Last week we had a whopping $82 in the standard changer. So let's see if we can make more than $82 here. The Hamilton had a lot more in it. So, all right, let's start and see where we are at. Is it good? Well, that did. It's only slightly jammed up. Yeah, it just broke the whole entire thing. Oh, we had a bill folded in on itself. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Sorry to be so not. All right, cool. So we're at $97. Actually, $99. Let's take 2 through and run it because those bills were in just really poor shape. So we'll run those through. All right, cool. So now we'll go up to 5s. Got customers out there spending money. All right, super cool. 264. Oh, gotta run this through twice because it says 5. 364. All right, cool. Now on to 20s. Let's see how we did. Not terrible at all for just the standard changer. And people use the standard less than they do the Hamilton. My other changer's been there forever. All right, $564. Not bad. So here on the standard changer, we're going to write down that we did $564. Cool. All right. So now we are going to hide this money real quick. I don't want to double count it. I know it'll upset some of you severely. I'm going to take this $5 bill. I'm going to hide it here in my refrigerator. And we'll start on the next one. It's just a little bit. And here, we'll try and fix the YouTube camera a little bit. Need some clean wipes or something. All right. It's crazy hot here. All right, want to carefully organize the money. I know. I'm a terrible, terrible guy. I put in the fridge. I didn't put any money in the fridge. Don't forget the lock, change machine locks. Yep. All right, cool. Okay. Ones, fives. Fives, five, 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 one, one. Hoping that the my competitors didn't come down and take all my money. They tend to do that sometimes. All right. If you have any laundromat, money, finance questions, feel free to ask or send me a DM. If you've got a burning question that you feel was not sufficiently answered here, I'm trying to answer them, but I can only do like 3 things at once. I'm trying to count the money, organize the money, and film. That all your second. Can't read the rest of that because TikTok will get mad at me. Kicked off here again, like I had like a 20% chance to get kicked off on any of these TikTok streams. How often you've used business loans, you can't have between business, but debt scares you. That gets you where you're already headed faster. If you've got a solid business, this is my opinion on it, on business loans and finance. If you are headed a good direction, loans will get you there faster. If you're heading in a wrong direction, loans will just take you there faster. It'll just collapse your business a lot quicker. Lots of examples of businesses that could have been successful had they not used debt, and they used debt improperly and they went bankrupt. Look at the mortgage crisis of 2008. But I also know of several companies that they absolutely will not take out loans, and they are losing billions of it. They're big Dave Ramsey fans of not using debt ever, and they are constantly outclassed by their competitors that will use debt. So, that's something that you've got to make a decision on. And in these videos, when I'm streaming like this, unless I'm doing like looking at your books and tax returns and stuff, it's not something that I can give you a one size fits all, thing. In my Chicago firm, we are looking at debt as very differently than I am with real estate. I'm looking at like 30-day finance deals, which I would think is absurd. But then, I need to loan $5 million to make $500,000. Oh, it's over 10% profit margin, man. That's terrible. Yeah, but it's 30 days, and I can just flip it around and do it. Very, very odd situation, but I'm not saying that I'm going to finance everything there, but I also look at it and think, man, the world of receivables with these big companies I'm dealing with, it's insane. Look at some of these poor little guys that send products to Walmart, and they have no financing available, no credit or whatever, and Walmart bankrupts them because they have to put every penny in their product, and then they don't get receivables quick enough, because Walmart has, I'm using Walmart as an example here. I'm not saying, specifically they're evil in this case, but, they have a 90-day net 90 on your payments. And it's some of these guys will spend every dime to send Walmart products, let's say. Then at the end of that period, they can't make payroll. So they fire their employees saying, we'll bring you back. We'll bring you back. Those people get jobs. They can't rehire for their manufacturing product. And they go bankrupt over doing a deal with Walmart. It's not that Walmart is in that scenario is terrible and evil. It's just that their cash flow planning is kind of not great. All right, guys. So we're gonna go over here and see what the total is. Did you find one of your lives? I never found one of my lives. Have you hit the notification bell on YouTube? I don't do YouTube live super often. I do them much more often, generally speaking, on TikTok because YouTube doesn't promote lives very well. TikTok does. So I've had TikTok lives where I've had 175, almost 200,000 people watch them. Meanwhile, my best YouTube stream ever was at 40. All right, get your guesses in, guys. This is solely for the Hamilton coin changer. All right, that's just in ones. That's not bad at all. Great, now we're going to do fives. Oh, wait. Add a straggler. Straggler, $1. All right, 115. Oh, shoot. I didn't set as two. That's all right. Well, just remember, take off $1 bill, guys. All right, 265s for fives. Very good. We'll do tens. Man, there's a lot of people out there. Holy goodness. All right, tens. All right, if you'll get your guesses in, we're already ahead of the other machine, so I think we're doing pretty good today. We'll try and beat the $1,200 that we were at last week. And we're mid-month. Oh, I guess we're not mid-month. We're 12 days into the year. Sorry, 12 days into the month of October or August. August. I am traveling through time mentally. All right, let's do the math. All right, $745. We'll see if I can do the math right. 745. Yeah, we beat last week. Cool. So we're at 745. We'll do hillbilly math here. 745 plus 546. It's 1, carry the 1, 9. 12. $1,291 just for washer and dryer money. So that's very cool. So my guys did restock the washer money. So I don't think that we have had money walk off because Shane was out here Friday and he threw some quarters in. You could see it on the back group of washers. So open this up. We'll put some more money in my piggy bank. Now remember, guys, you're cool. We don't talk about this, right? No one saw anything here. Mr. IRS man that watches these videos. So, all right, we'll switch around. You don't want to see my face. I mean, a few of you do. All right. Is my Minecraft server still making money? No, not really. I kind of dropped out of it when we had massive Minecraft drama. I mean, it just got absurd. So it was a situation where we had a lot of people with a lot of interesting life situations go on. I said, this is stupid. I've got a trailer park if I want this stuff. So I ended up my support of the Minecraft server. It's still running. I check in every so often, but I'm not trying to make money off of it. What's the profit margin on Laundromat? The average is around 35-40% margin on it, but there's a lot of calculations that go in to where your mileage is going to vary. Do you rent? Do you own? How's your debt service set up? Hold on, fix my camera. There. Lost from Laundromat. Can't find anything local. How many properties have you looked at? Because the good ones are never listed for sale. That's the reality with laundromats and any profitable business. There is not a website to go to. Yes, you can go to Biz Buy Sell, but they're all overpriced. Oh my goodness. $55, £60. SBA loan in general. I really like SBA loans right now. But the problem is if your laundromat owner is under reporting the income to the IRS, you cannot get an SBA loan. So you have to find a location that where the owner is not like the IRS. So price. So you just approach locals and ask about them. Yep. You just build a sales funnel, which I'm sure some of you guys understand. You build a process of continuously talking to people, having that conversation with them of, I'd like to buy your business. Here's how I'm going to value it. Here's how we give you the money. So on and so forth. And once you understand the process, you can go after them. You can also go after abandoned locations as well, or poorly performing ones, but that's a different conversation. Simply I did totally make a fool of myself. I spilled some, but not super tons. Now the machine is spitting quarters out at me. That's okay. All right. I should build a vending machine without duct tape and craft supplies. I'm not sure how many people would use that here at my laundromat. How many of you guys in the comment section would buy duct tape, crafting supplies at a laundromat? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I also don't know the utility of that. You'd have to explain that to me. You could work for me online doing something. What would you do? What's your proposal? TikTok is no, all no's on TikTok so far. I'm always interested in having a conversation with people, but I also want people to get out there in that space because a lot of people have these business ideas. There's a limited market for them. I ran into a nice gentleman. He wanted to get into very specific vending products to sell. I told him there's not a market for this, and he finally got feedback on his process. It's not good at all. So, machine that does instant noodles, ramen, mac and cheese, stuff like that. Yes, I agree. Those can do pretty well. I'll block a spam on TikTok. There we go. Yeah, noodle vending and stuff like that can do well. If you're at a location where people want instant food, so we're doing pretty good there. Make online posters for a buck. What do I need posters for here? Or online as well? We're talking like Canva posters or what? I don't know that I use posters. A vending machine with socks. That'd be another question of who would buy socks at a laundromat? Are we talking reselling socks that my machine steals? I mean, that could have some benefit. All right, let's see if this works. I'm putting the phone in a really weird position. It's actually sitting in the build out right now. I imagine if someone put a dollar bill in it, it would crush my camera, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Howdy, howdy. I said howdy, howdy.
Buddy put the snack machine right there, huh?
Yeah, both of them are there. Here's some quarters. Thanks for coming.
You didn't give them to me?
Huh? Yeah. Why not? I own the place. It's one of the perks of owning the laundromat. Yeah. Oh, we got somebody else. Yeah. Some days it feels like it's the only perk of owning a laundromat, but it is what it is. So. Here's the quarters. Thanks for coming. All right, cool. Print out and put in the store. Signs for what? Curious on what your business proposal is. As with everything, I have people volunteer to do stuff for me all the time, and it's always one of those things of, what is it? How will I benefit or make money from it? How much time will it take me to do? It's like one of the problems that I had down at the trailer park. Had lots of people that wanted to come help me, and then I kind of found out what they had proposed to me. And I'm not saying this is the case for the person talking to me on YouTube right now. I had them propose to do all these things with me and help me, and then I came to the realization that I had trained them also. The things that they had said that they were great at or could do for me, they couldn't. So I ended up spending months and months and months to show them how to do it right. And then eventually they went to jail, and all that time was wasted. So kind of one of the issues that I run into, yeah. So, I mean, that's, I like having these conversations on social media because it's a situation where one of the things I want to do is help people get outside their own headspace. I've run into a lot of well-meaning people. They're like, oh, I'm going to start a laundromat in my town. I'm going to make all this money off it. So, no, you don't need a laundromat in your town. You have too many as it is, and the ones that are there objectively going bankrupt. You do need a car wash, though. And I've run into people that, I ran into this one gentleman, he cashed out his entire retirement, several $1,000,000 after watching one of my videos. Now, I had no interaction with this guy. He just watched the video and said, oh my gosh, laundromats make all this money. I'm going to go sell my retirement off and start one. And he did miserable. He was in a town that did not need a laundromat. He paid 3 times more for his equipment. He built a laundromat that should have cost $1 million. And ended up, he spent 3 on it. So, it's one of those switch mentioned. Yeah, it's a very nice pile of $1 bills, guys. Lots of ones in there. There's that pink $5 bills. You paid $100 to leave your rental. The video court. What did you say to make him accept the $100? Did I call the police? I told him I knew that he was on probation for drug usage, and he was squatting in a house his mom had died in, if memory serves me right. Well, no, the mom didn't die in the house, but the mom had sadly passed away. Nice lady. This is a couple years ago, so go figure what happened. But she had passed away, and it was a situation of, so you're squatting in here. If I call the cops, this is a probation violation for you. I'm going to give you $100 to go somewhere else. Just leave. And, he was respectful, and he understood my position. He knew he wasn't supposed to be there. Put this on the $5 bill. So then he just left. He tried to break in it that night. We put cameras up in it. I can't remember if we went with the cops after him after that time, but yeah, it looks like prop money, but I don't think it is. So I have a hard time figuring out where these cameras are pointing. Man, yeah. For your vending machine, coin machine storefront, could you get streamer machine? What kind is a streamer machine? Can I track those bills at Where's George? Yes, I do know that I can, but, my question is going to be, who's going to put in all these bills on Where's George? It's kind of a lot. Oh, we did do this machine. Gosh darn it, guys. You almost let me get out of here without finding all this change and running it through the other machine. Want in your town, at least for a working one. I have the land for laundry. Yeah, so, you can build one, and I don't want to scare you away from building a laundromat, user, but I will also ask you, have you built a commercial property before? Because I've dealt with those people, too. I've talked to everybody in the laundry world. And I have friends that build it, and, I can refer you to some of the best builders in the laundromat industry. It's either going to be the Willifords, or it's going to be Mark Vlaskamp. And the Willifords will do training with you on doing new build laundromats. And they will ask you right off the start, how much background do you have in commercial real estate development? And we're not trying to be off-putting, but it's a question of who's going to do the grading, who's going to build the framing, who's going to do the electrical work, who's going to do the plumbing. And if you have, you say, I'll hire this out, I'll do this work myself, so on and so forth, then you might be a great candidate for building a laundromat from the ground up. But if you say, well, I'm going to hire a company to do everything for me, generally speaking, your average is going to be $450 per laundromat. So for this location that I bought for $85,000, you're going to spend $450K to build. and I make enough money to pay my bills and then a little more. If I had to get a loan for this for $450K, I'd be bankrupt super fast. And there's even days, where you get a $5,000 bill for like a new roof or whatever, or hot water heater, whatnot. And it hurts. So you've got to be very well versed in the world of general contracting and commercial build out to do that. Is it possible? Absolutely. Can you learn everything you need to do from the internet? Probably. But it's also typically a venture that's easier said than done. So that's my caution. But also, what are their names? Mark Vlaskamp and Luke and Lee Williford is who I'd probably send you to. They're my buddies. If you need to talk to them, like you need to get a hold of them, I can help you get a hold of them. Like 3 million followers, pretty good. Yes, I'm very blessed on social media. Got my 3.6 on TikTok and another 1.8 on the YouTubes. In the 80s, when we near made a bowling alley, second floor of a hotel, closed due to noise complaints. Yeah, sounds good, right? As well, you have a GC license, need a laundry. Yeah, then if you have experience as a GC, then you're probably a good candidate for it. My problem is I have people get on here, no experience, and they want to do it themselves. So yeah, if you need help being put in contact with the Williford brothers, let me know. Their deal is they're going to have you fly out to North Carolina, and you're going to do in-person training on one of their developments. It's going to be very hands-on. But if you can do that, the Willifords, they're building them for about 200 a square foot landed with their system. So you're going to save half the money. And you have to have a laundromat that's at least 2,500 square feet to make money. So it is a situation where you're probably spending $500,000 for the full build out if you don't have like some materials and some heavy vertical integration. So, all right, can I explain the happy dollar? A customer was very happy one day, I assume, and wrote happy on $1. Therefore, it's the happy dollar. How much is this? Oh, we didn't do that. It's an extra $16.45 that we got from today's collection, just off of my snack machines, my drink, my Coke machine, and my row vending machine. So what we do is we take this money and we donate it to St. Sophia in Columbus, Ohio. They're a teeny tiny, itty bitty little baby Orthodox church in the university area, which I can't believe the OSU College is located in one of the poorest neighborhoods of all of Columbus. So they have this ministry where they feed people and they bring in OSU medical students and they help with these diseases people have. Very, very good work they're doing up in Columbus, Ohio. So I donate all my dimes and nickels to them. And if you want to help support a great charity, great organization in Central Ohio, check them out, St. Sophia's. So they get $16.45 from today's collection. So I've taken the change for a while and given it to them. We donated a decent bit last year to them. The problem is I make it look so easy. I mean, it's one of those conversations where I try to film all of the stuff, and to my benefit, I am going off of, all these years of experience. But if I had a magic wand that I could wave, I would have the camera on all day long, and you guys can see all the crap I go through outside of, this stuff. But I also don't know how to make doing paperwork look interesting. I can make it look interesting by having Karen on camera, my absolutely amazing office administrator. She is insanely amazing, wonderful human being. And I spent an hour and a half doing delegation tasks to her today, and I just don't feel. I mean, you guys tell me I'm wrong here. I just don't feel like getting on TikTok or YouTube or social media would be super interesting. I know we're mixing it together. Doing paperwork, like I was doing we are refinancing some properties right now. I've got investors on some of these properties, not all of them, but some of them. And I am in the process of buying out my investors on the properties I own. So today was paperwork on paying the investors off. So we were doing some CMAs on properties because we're in the process of getting an appraiser to come in and value them. And I wanted to make sure that I have a data pack for that appraiser to show them, hey, this house, the auditor department says it has 1,500 square feet. It actually has 3,200, and here's the math to justify it. So if I didn't know how to run comparable properties and look at my data card on the auditor's website, I probably would get half of the money on the refi. And I've got a bank right now, and we'll do some videos on them soon if you guys care about real estate. But I got a bank right now that can do a 5% loan in this crazy environment, which is, to me, awesome. So, basically, happy dollar. You appreciate my knowledge? Well, I appreciate you for watching the stream and your kind comments. This is the result after all these years. You can take a cell phone out and record content. So I have about 900 people on here still. Dang, that's crazy. Get on in here. Thanks. Got lots of decent people here still. All right. So what do you guys want to watch? Yeah, 5%. It is great. Yeah, you're going to have to be in a non-depreciating market, and it's probably going to be 60% LTV. But 5% is not bad, guys. Especially when my comp report on a $43,000 duplex I bought came in top line at $300K. So you're 16. You follow. How do you recommend making money investment story? So, all right, this question's a good one. It's on my YouTube channel. So simply, Shayla02. What are your top 3 favorite things in the world right now? Because if you're 16, you can go with a little bit of something you're passionate on. And I'm not going to tell you to go with something right now that's not passionate, other than you do need to learn about, oh my goodness. Well, you have to use questions on this. You need to learn about money, business, finance, and marketing. Everything you do in life is going to benefit from those 3 things: money, business, marketing, finance. 4 things. Money is the same as finance. So money, business, finance. Probably should take these coins and put them in my... Oh, wow. Look at all those quarters. Okay. My nickel and dime box is already full. So did Sheila answer yet? You like clothes, crafting, and making videos and editing. So I know a guy that's maybe 20 years old right now. He's making an extra 3 or 4 grand a month by sourcing premium clothes and then repurposing them on an Etsy store. Now, I'm not saying that this is like the greatest thing ever, but I like his process. And he just he flips stuff, buys clothes at a discount heavily on Marketplace. And then he knows what the value of clothes are because he's ultra passionate about clothes. So he finds these old like WWF, WWE t-shirts, vintage rock band. Ooh, did I do it? Did we do it? Yes. This is a 1942 silver nickel, guys. This is a World War II nickel. Caught my eye because of the slight dingy green ugly lookingness of it. They have to have a mint mark on the back. I don't know if you can see it on the top of the Monticello. It's worth $1. So very cool. Don't tell the IRS. I'm going to put it in my pocket, guys. You see it? Very cool. Nice. So we did find some silver today. That's not normal, but we did it. Cool. So clothes flipping is a good one. I am not big on like garment printing and custom clothes as far as that goes because I think it's over promoted on Instagram and TikTok. If you have a brand that you run, you can do it. You can also pay for influencer marketing, which is super, super valuable. So the thing is, you're not allowed to post videos. The only thing, so if that's a parental rule or whatever, pay somebody else to do it. I'd have to understand why you can't post videos, but my big thing is you can buy somebody else's content, and typically it's very, very cheap. So you like styling clothes. Okay, so you like crafting and making videos, editing. There's a lot of social media influencers out there that are always looking for editors. Get good at video editing. I do most of my videos in DaVinci Resolve, which is free. Answer questions you have, but that would be my advice or thought process. Simply, Shayla, find something you're passionate about that you can clothes. Oh, My YouTube shut down. That's weird. All these old vintage T-shirts, and they make hundreds and hundreds of dollars per shirt. I ran into the guy that I was talking about. He saw homeless people wearing vintage clothing, and he said, "I'll give you $20 for your shirt because it's worth $1,000." Make good money. You like? I see on TikTok. You like electronics and making innovation. Clock face retro. Get into fixing vintage electronics. You can make $150 an hour doing that. I run into guys that do PCB cleaning and repair services, and they're printing money. I have somebody that recently took over a PCB remanufacturing company, and they're making $500,000 on it right now. If you have experience in that, like soldering, rebuilding electronics or whatnot, do that at least for 6 months, and you can get government loans and finance to pay to acquire a company. So, all right. That would be my thought for you, Clock Face Retro. You have to find something that there's demand for, but not enough people are doing, and then make money on that. My brother runs a huge company that he started by rebuilding appliances, and now he makes more money than I do. Hello from Coshocton County, Ohio. Very cool. I like Coshocton. Is the Happy Dollar not accepted by the bank? It's not accepted. I don't know. The Happy Dollar might be acceptable by a bank, but I don't really care to find out because I want to keep it for myself. It's a great marketing piece for you guys. About doing some flipping locally. Yeah, flipping always works, but you have to have an edge. I'll get kicked off. I'll show you guys. This will be my last thought because I'm going to get kicked off here in about 2 minutes. But I'm going to leave here, guys. I'm going home. So when I get kicked off of social media here in a minute, it'll be okay. Oh, shoot. Stay on the stream for a minute because I'm going to get kicked off. So I'll show you one way that I make a lot of extra money, like lots of extra money. I'm not going to tell you what it is that I flip on the side, but I buy things, I take them to auction houses because I can legally do that, and then we resell it. Does anybody need to use the bathroom before I lock it up?
I do.
Okay. All right. I'll hold on a second. I'll come out and do this later. But also don't want to rob. I'll show you what I picked up today. Figure it out. And make an extra $200 off of it. And I do it legally, guys. Ta-da! Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see what's there? YouTube and TikTok sitting on my passenger seat for some stupid reason. Why would he put it there? But I'll double my money on that instantly overnight. Now I'm going to take it to an auction house because I'm buying it off. I bought it off a friend that needed cash, and he doesn't want more. And I'll take it to an auction house, resell it publicly because buying privately, selling publicly makes you lots of money. So that's something I do in my spare time and make $23,000 in 2 hours 2 years ago. So, is solar energy the future? I like solar energy, but it's not always a good idea. Yeah, I got to turn this off before someone goes and beats in my window on the SUV. So yeah, so that's something I flip in my spare time because that's something I'm passionate about. What's about it? The stream froze. Well, that's probably good because YouTube will kick me off here for 3 months. So the guys on YouTube saw it. So combo wash dryers, epic. Oh yeah, my brother did a great review. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. If I can do it, you can do it. Still have no college education. Still get run down often on social media because I don't have an education. But I feel like if I can do it, guys, you can do it too. You can be your own success. Just learn. Just be passionate about learning, guys. That will carry you far in life. So thank you all so much. I'm going to turn off TikTok. Thank you all so much. If you have any questions, try send me a DM. So, man, I hate turning this off with 700 people. It's awful. 54,000. Nice.